Well, the day is here. Our nor'easter for Sunday into Monday, bringing significant flooding to the Jersey Shore. Weather Call will call, text, or email you when tornado and severe thunderstorm warnings hit your area. Sign up for just $15 a year at the link in this description. Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Joe Martucci. This is a Sunday morning update. We're going to have another video update for you during the afternoon with meteorologist John Rocco. We're going to tag team this for you. Here's a look at what I think has been the most popular chart I've posted on social media, which is how high will the flooding be? I have some updated numbers for you here. Anywhere in red is where you're going to see a higher tide than what we had with Erin in August. So this is Sunday midday. Then we go to Sunday night, which for most places are going to be just as high or even higher than Sunday midday. And then Monday midday is where we're actually going to see our highest tides for most of the Jersey Shore. So this is a switch from what we said late last week, which was Sunday midday would probably be the higher tide for LBI and on south. And then the opposite to the north. Now it looks like pretty much everywhere will have their highest tide Monday midday. The only exception maybe would be the Delaware Bay. That would be about it. We have coastal flood warnings out. We have wind alerts out. Now, depending on where you are, depends on what wind alert you see. We have a warning for the coastal strip and then all of Cape May County where damaging winds are likely. Not everywhere, but in spots. Then we have an advisory for those light brown areas where damaging winds are possible here. Then offshore, we have a storm warning until 8 p.m. on Monday. Storm force winds means boats can capsize as well. So hopefully you're just not boating today. I think most of us are going to stay away from that. Here's a look at our beast. This is our satellite image. New Jersey is in the middle of all those greens and yellows and oranges. Those are thick clouds, which is indicative of some rain. But the center of the low pressure is actually off the South Carolina coast this morning. Now, it's going to move to the north-northeast. There's a warm front attached to it. But look what happens when I remove that low pressure again. Notice that swirl off the South Carolina coast? This is a semi-tropical system here. It's not fully tropical because tropical systems don't have cold and warm fronts, but this is a semi-tropical system. Now, here's a look at our futurecast. Rain moving in this morning. It's going to be a steady rain for the coastal counties into the day and probably for most of our Sunday night also. Heaviest rain looks to be in Ocean and Monmouth counties here out of anywhere in New Jersey. But by the time we get to Monday, it's more hit or miss type of rain that will be around throughout the day. So really the steady rain is Sunday, and then Monday into Tuesday morning is periods of rain that'll be around. Like I've been hammering, this is a beach in Baytown storm here. This is where we're talking about significant tidal flooding, widespread beach erosion, and power outages in a few spots. Now we go over to the inland areas. This is mainly a wind storm in terms of impacts. There will be a few, areas of down trees and power lines. And yeah, your loose objects are going to be blown all around. But in terms of the rain itself, I think we can largely handle this. There will be tough driving in the rain and the wind, but I think we can largely handle this. Here's a look at the coastal flooding. This is probably my second most popular graphic we've been putting out on social media. This is Atlantic City between moderate flood stage and major flood stage. Now, remember, coastal flooding comes and it goes. This is not what we're going to see for days at a time on the right, but for a period of time, Monday midday, most of Atlantic City, this area that you're looking at here, right off of Route 30 and by the train station, has water on it. Driving around the Bayshore towns and the ocean towns are going to be difficult during moderate or major flood stage, if not impossible. This is Fortescue on the Delaware Bay. Typical flooding Sunday night, more than the typical flooding Monday midday and Sunday midday. Most of Down Avenue's underwater. And this is Seaside Heights, where Bay Boulevard going to be underwater here in the center of town. But when you get to major flood stage, pretty much anywhere west or bay side of Central Avenue is underwater with the exception of Route 35 itself. That's why I'm saying it will be difficult, if not impossible, to be driving along the ocean. Now, here's a look at our forecast wind speeds here. Strongest winds are where we're seeing that warning, that high wind warning. Here's a look at our rainfall totals. Like I said, Ocean to Monmouth, highest totals here. probably about 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain there. But this is over 24 to 48 hours. I think we can largely handle it. And notice what happens in Philadelphia and Trenton. Less than 1/2 inch of rain. So here's what you need to do this morning. If you live in an area that gets coastal flooding, move your cars to higher ground by 9 a.m. Sunday. Keep your devices charged. Keep the generator handy in case of a power outage. And in the bayshore or beach towns, avoid driving near high tide. It is salt water. It will corrode your car, and you might need a water assist. We don't want that to happen. All right, we get to Tuesday, morning rain, afternoon sun. It's still breezy. Not windy, but breezy. And then after that, it's a long stretch of just benign, quiet fall weather. In fact, we'll probably be talking about a widespread frost by the time we get to Friday morning. Over in the beach towns, quiet after we get past Tuesday here. Any storm cleanup, can be done, whatever we have. We are going to have full coverage for you on this today and tomorrow. Remember, we have another video this afternoon for you, and we'll be posting on social media also.